And welcome to my channel. My name is Sophie and today is Clusters Day. So the reason why I want to do clusters today is mainly because of these things, and I have a lot more on my desk, and because I couldn't reach what was under my desk today, so I just sort of cleared it off and took all the things that were there, put them in boxes, in everything, and you know what to do with all these leftovers, bits and pieces. And yeah, so clusters it is. I'm going to make clusters on little piece of papers. I'm also going to make clusters on pockets, on tags, whatever I find on my desk. So I hope you'll enjoy this. You can grab all of your, scraps, leftover bits, and we'll just give it a go. You presumably know, if you've been following me for quite some time, I like to work with masterboards. I fussy cut them out, I punch them out, I die cut them, and there are bits and pieces that I die cut and I don't use, such as this. It's probably a Tim Holtz envelope, and I have so many in my stash that I thought, you're not going to use them, at least not most of them, so why not make them a base for a cluster? So to do that, we're going to cut them into little bits and pieces, and hopefully we can make something with them. So I'm not going to overthink anything. I'm just going to cut them into smaller pieces. Hopla. So you do you, whichever size you like, and you'll end up with pieces like this. I also have just masterboards leftovers, so same here. We're going to make them smaller, different shapes, different sizes, and I think that's it for the masterboard. I have also taken out sorry, voice going away again. I have taken out pieces of games. So this probably was a memory thing. This was a puzzle, something where you learn to read and write, I presume, and different kinds of things like that. I have taken out some cards. Should have taken out some playing cards, actually. But yeah, we'll see how much time we have and what we can do. So I have numbers that you didn't see because I was out of frame. So numbers, I have another number here. And yeah, all sorts of bits and pieces. So let me get my trimmer out of the way. There you go. Let me get the small pieces all at the same place. What is in this? I have my Matchbox covers and then all my mystery pouches. So let's start. Why not? Let's take this. What I would do first of all is find my knife, because clusters are obviously dimensional as they have different layers, but I don't want them to be too thick in my journals, because otherwise, they will never close, as they're all stuffed with a lot of things, extra things. I've removed not the same quantity of layers on each side, so I'll give it another go. Come on, come on. And I have so many of these pieces. I bought some not in my last thrift visit, but in the previous one. So what I will do is find the ink. What ink do we want? We want a slope ink. No, we don't. No, we don't. So you don't want to be there. No problem. I'll put you on another place. And what was I looking for? My ink. My ink. And I wanted walnut stain. You don't show up. You end up with ground espresso, which is fine as well. So, I know, I'm thinking it shows. Should I send first? Maybe I should send it first a bit. Let's grab a little tool, because we want it grungy. Okay. And I'm going to take my little tool to just distress it some more. Yep. There you go. You do it or don't do it. Doesn't need to be distressed. It's all depending to what you like. There we go. Ooh, we have a lot of ink on this ink pad, don't we? Okay, so we have this. I think I want this on something else. So this is quite big already. Shall I just glue things down while I do them? Because otherwise I'm going to change my mind all the time. Ink all your pieces. Sophie, don't take more ink. You have more than enough. Okay. The only question I would ask myself is, do I want to put something underneath? Maybe a stamp sticking out. I have a whole box of stamps that I thrifted actually yesterday. And I came back with so many stamps because I also found albums full. So they were in a nice box. I'm not sure what they are. Oh, we have a lady die. Oh my God, it comes from Africa. Oh, this is very, very colorful. I think I will use this one. Where I'm going to stick you here. Oh, lady die just fell. So just a little, sort of little inking. And then gluing it down. I had a glue accident yesterday evening. I was working on a journal and talking to my daughters. Everybody was here in my craft room, which was nice. And yeah, my stepson was there as well. Stepson, no, my daughter's boyfriend, let's put it that way. And we were chatting, etc. And I was refilling my glue. And the big bottle started to drip on my desk. And it didn't stop. And I didn't notice it at first. And then I was, in a panic. Woo! Glue attack! And that was fun to take it out. Did I put glue on the whole of it? Yes, and we don't know why. But, that's how it is. Just going to place you here. I'm going to... See, I'm talking. And then I just do this. Let me just grab a wet wipe. And I did a lot of things yesterday. I was working on the ephemera because I finished the journal yesterday and I want to make 2 or 3 more by the end of June. So I needed ephemera. So I did just that. It was fun, but I managed to get it out because it was just, it had just fallen. I think I somewhere have a bit of lace that I put on the side. Let's just grab a piece of lace. And see what we can do with it. Presumably we could do with this. And yeah, maybe I can find a button of some sort. There you go. Oh, I see a piece of jean. Look. That's quite nice. I've also taken out things that I have never used. Let me show you. These, I'm not even sure. Well, this not. This I like. Use all the time. But these I've never used. I don't know why I bought them because they're so not me. But then again, we have pink here. So maybe that would be the time to use pink. Shall we try to use a glue gun? I've learned from my mistake now. My glue gun is charged. Every time I stop doing something, I just put it back to charge because if you use it for 10 minutes, then it's out of batteries. Piece of paper on my desk. You ready? I'm pretty sure it's going to ask me for some glue. And I happen just so, come on glue stick, happen to have one glue stick here. So, not that it's out of glue, but sometimes it requires a new piece to push the new one down. There you go. Shall we try a flower? That, I think I'm going to use one if I can ink it. If not, I won't. And we'll just use a bottom. What are they? They're paper. And one of them lost a heart. Poor thing. Can I save you? Yeah. Okay. I'm really not sure about this. Let's use it. Let's just not, yeah. Think about it too long. That's what I need to do with my little pieces, because otherwise I don't use them, and it's a shame. It's just the same. It's not that I don't find these pieces nice or, you know, it's just that I haven't found the proper thing to use them with. Yeah, art glitter glue should be enough. So I need to work on that. Oh, that's cute. And I don't want to put too many things on it. So I'll just put it on the side. We have these cards. Again, I think I want to sand it a bit. You can also do the edges like this if you want to. I prefer to use my little tool because it removes bigger pieces, doesn't make that much dust. That's the only downside that I find about sanding, because otherwise I do like the result. It is nice. Where's my wet wipe? There. Okay, we have a card. What could we use? Let's see. Let's use pouch number 1. Well, I do have games. I do have this. Game pieces, I mean. Oh, I know what we're going to use next. I did buy some, a long time ago, some of Tina from Shabiduda. I don't know, Etsy shop probably. Some of her kits. When I thought that, you know, I should try digitals. And Tina's channel always amazes me because she does things that I wouldn't do in terms of putting things together. And it's not to criticize by all means. It's just, it's different. And sometimes I wonder, why am I not able to do this? Why am I not able to find some of the associations of colors that she does and I wouldn't do? Like, you know, she uses things that I wouldn't use. So I thought, you know, I'd give it a go. And that was an epic fail, believe you me. No way, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it to work. Shall we just cut this one in two or just rip it? And, oh, too much ink. And yeah, so I have lots of bits and pieces. Should try to use her backgrounds, actually, because they are quite nice, her papers. And I'm pretty sure I could do something with them. Ripping again. Ripping again. I'm not sure I'm going to use this, to be honest. Really not sure about this sort of little card I have in my hand. And I want to make myself a difficult task, so I don't want to use the little Tim Holtz curator snippets. because I love them. I use them all the time, and I just want to do something a bit different. Because you know you're going to get away with them. Whatever you do, they're just so nice. So let me see. I think I saw birds somewhere on my desk. Yes, I do have birdies. Birdies. You're big birdies. And presumably I have another pouch with smaller birdies, but I don't know where. We have a birdie here. Yeah, exactly what I wanted to do, right? Well, it doesn't matter, but it's inked. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this. If you don't have this, just use normal sanding paper. It works just as well. This one happened to be on my desk invisible. Otherwise, I have big rolls of sanding paper, which I also use. I think I'm okay with the... maybe it's the card that's too big. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Should we just try to make... It's not straight. It will never be straight. But I don't mind. Let me just do this. So I think we're going to have this on a weekly basis, like Mystery Pouches Day. Or Mystery Box Day, because I have both actually. So that could be fun. I think I want something on the 20. Maybe it's just a little thing that I'm missing. What about labels? Oh, no, we say pouch. And in the pouches, we do have labels. So I do have a washi label. We have a much bigger. This is a misprint. Hopla. Otherwise we have this one's. Let's just see what we can do with that, if anything at all. Okay, stop thinking. Just do it. You know it's there. You know it's there. Yes, I know. And very often it changes by the time I, put things together, and then I change my mind. And when I'm gluing, I'm actually doing something else. So let's go ahead and trust instinct. I'm just going to glue a bit off my corner. I'm going to put you a bit further down, like this. And then I'll have you like this, with some more glue. This, so we need glue here. I know today's I've been doing weird things all day. Well, all day since breakfast, which was not so long ago. Not going through with things, doing too much. then at least it's a day where I get to laugh. Because I do stupid things. See? Again with the glue, Sophie? You're having a glue day. Is there such a thing as a bad glue day? Or should we just make one up? I think I like that. Then maybe I can put my bird on top. Or it might be that there's no bird and there's something else. And my hands are full of ink. That shows you how much ink is on my dauber. Far too much. But that's quite okay. That's why they invented wet wipes. Well, not that I can do an excellent job here, but we can minimize the damage. Okay, does my bird? Yes, my bird fits very well indeed. So let's try to be very, very delicate, because I don't want my bird to turn completely brown. I just want any of the little white edges to be hidden. Good job. Very well done, Sophie. Okay. I like it. It's fun. I didn't ink this thing. I think that's why it's weird to me for the moment. Don't know why I didn't ink it. Don't know. And we have a second one. Yes. One of these cards. Multiplix. I think I want to cut it in two. Don't know what I want to do. Don't know. Where is my thingy? My thingy. What is making bling bling? I still haven't found. Is it? It's not. It's the desk somewhere. Sorry, I moved you again. But I haven't found the exact pieces that makes that. Actually, I think I have, because it's not doing it anymore. Don't distress your fingers. So my mission is with this one to use a piece of fabric again, because that's also a lot of thing that I have lots of is fabric. And then I think we're going to take some pieces of ephemera and just make some little clusters on them. Do I need to? No, I don't think I need to. I'll just ink it. Okay. That's what we have now. I see a heart. Oh, this is great. Look at that. Let's see if there are any things here. Oh, this I got from, oh, a nice like Sophie, from a game for children, and it's actually magnet. It has magnet behind. Sorry, I make my own self laugh. I just do. What could I put there? We have a washi label. Did I say I was just going to glue before I... Yes, I did say so. So I'm just going to do that. And yeah, well, Not sure we'll have a button on this one. Norris, well, I think we have a fabrics. Which is the pouch I used? Is this you? Yes, it's you. Because you have two little pieces of fabric here. Actually, three. Ooh. Stay there. Oh, gluey glot bloop. Yeah, stop bleeding on my mat. Do we make something with this or with the blue? See me changing my mind there? Do we have little buttons? I do have a little button. Can I take? I don't think it will work with the Tim Holtz scissors. I'm going to try, but no, it's not. So I need my little cutting tool. Oh, that flew all across the room. Little by little. Yeah, no finger pieces there, please. We're okay. It's a weird button. It's I think I got it yesterday. Why not do this? If I make this smaller, then I lose the magnet, but maybe then I can use the magnet somewhere. Let's see if I can make it thinner. Well, presumably I can. But without damaging it. That's a whole other story. Okay. Should we grunge you? Should we grunge you? We should. A little. Okay, let's just glue down things. And again with the gluing, Sophie. What did we say about the gluing? Too much, too much, too much. But hey, Sophie doesn't listen to anybody. She just does what she wants. Which is sometimes good and sometimes not so good. I want my glue gun. So there's going to be a quite simple one. Simple is good. I just want a little bit of glue. So I told you, sometimes it just needs a little help. Ooh, I said a little. Yeah. Sophie, you're gluing it on the wrong side. And you guys are not telling me. Oh, God. You see? It's one of those days again. But that's okay. I will save the button. There's no such superhero, right? The button savior. Maybe should become one. I am the button savior. Okay, that's well, my glue is dry now. Looks much nicer. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I did say we were going to use other pieces of ephemera. Let's see what I have in the box next to me. Let me think. Well, we've got a label. That's a piece of masterboard. Now, Margaret gifted me some of these, and I didn't know what to do to use them. But what I've thought is I could put this. Oh, like this is not even planned, but I have a piece of her digitals on my desk. Don't go away. So I thought I could do this, glue it like this. Do I put some? I'm going to make a cluster here. Or I could make just a big cluster. Should we try making a big cluster? I like that idea. I like that. Oh, you don't need to get the holes out because they won't show. I like this idea. Really, really like it. All right, so we said we were going to make a big cluster. I see a big label on my desk. Did I glue this on something? I don't know. It's very thick. I think we are going to do something like this. Wrong double. Wrong one. That one was vintage photo. And I want to use, well, I had to use ground espresso today. Because apparently walnut stain is sort of French and on strike, hiding. And I can say this because I'm French. Yeah, letters definitely on this one. What could we put there? We have cinema tickets. Oh, we have a piece of vellum. Let me see. Tiny bits and pieces. Well, they're not that tiny. I have other bits and bobs, but anything that I can use. Oh, they're very thick. Okay, well then we'll go to pouch number 2. Come on, show me things. I actually like the back of the label more than I like the front, but I think I'll use it. I'm amazed I haven't found any postcards yet. Any bits from postcards. We have a butterfly. We have little big labels. Tiny things. Do we have tiny things? I don't really. We have a sticker. We have this. Do I need to take another pouch? Maybe, but first we're going to try to place these. So I want a piece of that for sure. We have our label there. Cinema ticket. Like this. Like this. Oh, we could even make it like this, not straight. Why not? And then we need to have something more on here, like a vellum piece, which we would cut. I'm going to tear the edge. I don't like when you do this with what I'm doing with your nails, because it leaves sort of marks, and I'm not a big fan of these. So we have a piece of vellum. These ones are blue. I don't think I want them. We have a butterfly that could definitely go there somewhere. It could. Do we need something else? I don't. Maybe a piece of lace. Maybe a tiny piece of lace. What if? Don't open my guts. Please, I need them. Well, would gladly give them away, but this. Isn't that a big cluster? Mission accomplished, I think. So let's see whether the end result will look anything like the first go. Okay, you need to be glued first, I think. Do we get some barely art? Not sure it's going to work. It's not properly closed with the pin, so. But I do have the pin somewhere. Not there. Okay, well then we don't have a pin, so we'll just make what we can with art glitter glue, which has decided to blow bubbles. Bubbles are fun. I loved blowing bubbles in my grandparents' garden. Don't curl. Be flat, be flat, be flat. Well, we haven't done such a bad job, have we? Yeah, I know, there's too much glue, but I don't really mind. Up. Lovely ladies with flowers on the hat, coming from a Dutch book. Okay. Then then came the cinema ticket. And then came the roses. Do I need to keep? I don't need to keep that part. So I can use it in something else. Let's get our roses. Well, it's the best I can do. I like it. I like it. And then I said I wanted to finish off with the butterfly. Did it fly away? You probably can see it, whereas I don't think I can. Yes, it's there. I think I can do this. Again, he dripped on my mat. Ay, ay, ay. I think our glitter glue is enough. I'm just putting more glue because I don't trust the the foam tape. Sorry, yeah, double-sided foam actually. Big cluster, but it is cute. Very nice. Very happy with myself. Another cluster. What could we start with? Well, I have an envelope that is nothing special, I guess. Shall we just use a piece of the envelope? Why not? It's there, it's sort of a scrap. Something has eaten my scissors. Me. We're going to use the part with the postal stamp. Did you see me having an epiphany? Oh, an epiphany while I was cutting. Okay, we are going to do this. Brown tape. Brown tape. We're going to reinforce. Oh, that's interesting. We're going to reinforce a part. That's if we can find the beginning of the tape. Okay. Just doing this. I am not folding the edges over. I'm just going to remove the excess. And we're going to have a cluster on the side of a page. Oh, come on. That was the brown tape on my fingers. We're going to have it on a page. Cluster a bit here, and then you can open it like this. And then you have a little piece of paper which we can maybe glue back in like this. And you have a little piece of paper where you can write. Oh, I like that. I like that. Unexpected. So therefore, very welcome. Will the ink stay on the brown tape? Yeah, probably. Tape, sorry. Probably. Not going to ink the inside. Okay, so we have that. We can use another piece because I think it would look good of Tina's digital. Don't ask me which one it is. I don't know. But go on her Etsy shop. She's got loads of them. So I'm pretty sure you will find, if not this one, something similar. Yeah, I did say that I liked the other tool better, so I'm just going to use this one. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one down. Okay, got that. That one down. Ah, it's too big. Yeah, I have very dimensional buttons that I thrifted yesterday. Oh, this one could be a thing. No. Didn't I? I did. Take a blue scrappy out. Do we have some sort of a label to put somewhere? Or no, we want a label. Oh, we had made this. And this bit feels empty, doesn't it? Like this. We need something here or not, because we do have the brown tape. We have a washi sticker here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the washi sticker. Then I'm going to put my faux stamp Too much dust from the sanding. Then glue gun. Okay, it's done that previously, not wanting to work. Okay. Who's there? The cat. Sissi, sors de là. She's never going to listen to me, of course. There you are. Oh, come on. Okay. He has days like this where he doesn't want to work. Thing is, he's not old, so I don't want to get a new one. And I don't want to go through the trouble of sending it back and blah, blah, blah. And there we go. We have a fine little cluster which you can open and write something on. Ta-dum. Ta-dum. Ta-dum, ta-dum. What do we have here? Or do we have an all ad maybe that we could do? Oh, no, look. We're going to use this. I have lots of them and I never do anything with them because I forget to put them in journals. I could put them as a goodie, but it doesn't cross my mind when I'm doing that. I want to use this. Okay, that's a start. What else do I want to use? You have nothing that I'm interested in. Sorry if you move a bit. I'm just looking in the box next to my... Oh, I have the next one. Sorry! Look, found this. So it shows you can do clusters with anything. Or can't you? I have a piece of paper that I'm never going to use. A label. Another label, a ticket. That. Very sorry, the moving is going to stop in a second. I have very little bits and pieces. Do I have anything else? Okay. Ah, Katata, come on, allez. What could we do with that? We could glue it on a piece of masterboard. Couldn't we? Where did I put the bits and pieces of masterboards that I am not using now? Okay, that's going to be the next mystery now. That is here. I want to glue that on here. So I want my glue stick. Okay. It's glued. So we are now going to cut it. Sophie's way, which is as straight as you can, but not quite. Et voilà. I've done that, but presumably I will not use it. I don't know. Well, let's say I use it like this. I could do this. Whether this. Whether this. Whether this. Shall we just glue that and then see what comes out of it? Yes, we should. So I'm just going to cut this because I don't need the whole piece. Inking. Don't know why I inked to the side that's going to be under, but I did, so. I wanted to put the ticket underneath, didn't I? Well, let's see how it holds. First, you. I'm first going to put you. Because. Okay. Then we're having you. Trucks and trucks and trucks are here. I would rather hear the birdies. You can, well, I can hear them as well, but. Too much glue, Sophie. Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. That's how it is. Okay, well, dirty hands. Dirty hands. Again, I didn't. Yes, I did. I did turn it off. So. Well, that's what I can do. A knife. No hand cutting today, Sophie. There we go. And then I said I wanted, where do I want it? Here. Make this here. There you go. You have a cluster. Oh, I'm so happy. So happy I got to use one of these. Get the excess out. Ah, that's really nice. Really, really like it. Well, I like them all, but especially this one. So, apparently I bought something. Yeah, presumably that's me. What can I do with you? That's ink you. Okay. What's on my desk? Shall I just put things down on this one and then we'll see? Yeah, I think so. I think so. So. You're a washi, aren't you? And you're not straight. Well, who cares? I don't. You're not straight either. Let me ruin you. Or not. Too much. Still a little bit, but... too much. Well, you're a wonky clock. This is your personality. You've always been wonky and proud. So I'm going to stick you here. Maybe here. And look what a rebel I am. I'm not putting the 12 on the top. Okay. 2 bits and pieces. What can we put here? Can we put a piece of cloth? And if we put a piece of cloth, what else can we put? We have a... Is it? Yeah, it's a cow. Let's see. Let's just see. It's just a trial. That sort of works, so. I'm a little, should think. I have another art glitter glue that doesn't have a fine tip, which is the one I should use for these little things. Yay, we have a cow. Does our cow need anything else? Let's see. Can I stick an eyelid on the bottom? Because I haven't used any hardware. Oh, come on. Stop shaking. Not exactly in the middle, but would you fit? Oh, you do fit. Does it need anything else? No, it doesn't. I just love it. Oh, cutie. Cutie, cutie. So let me see what else I can find. So as I was looking to how much time we had, I also came up with little bits that were in my box. And look what I've done. I took a puzzle piece and I've written O on it. This is pronounced O in French, which means water. And guess what? There's water behind. And I thought that was nice. And I want to have a piece of lace as well. Don't know if I want it under the letters, not sure. I found this one, which is rather cute, but I don't know where to put it. Could we do something like this? And maybe just cut the lace a bit smaller, like this. Tack. And I don't think I'm going to put much more on this, except for a blue eyelid, or two, one here, one here. Maybe I could do that. Let me just glue the little pieces. I don't think I can make them slimmer, because I will damage them. Or I did use one that I did make thinner, didn't I? Do I want to make this one thinner? Yes, for sure. For sure. So let's see if I can make a good job here without tearing it apart. Okay. Oh, that's too much, Sophie. Too much. Because I still want this to be able to hold the rest, so it cannot be too thin either. Okay, let's do that bit like that. One more little tiny bit. Could have done that off camera. Yes, could have. Did I? No. Because why not waste time? No. Okay. Let's ink it a little bit. I think I'm going to place my eyelids first. Crocodile. I don't need you anymore. Neither do I need you. Let's gain a bit of space, because that is a nice thing to have. Hopla. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sorry. Sorry. Camera accident. You're still there with me? Yes, you are. Okay. Eyelids, I said. So crocodile, I said I wanted one here. And I said I could put one here as well. And maybe we can have two different colors of eyelids. Two different blues. Could we do that? Or shouldn't we? Don't know. Don't know. I have this color. I have this color. I have this color. Don't think I want that one. Yeah, probably something like this. Pepper. So I think after this one we'll make one more, as this is already quite a long video. And that will be it for today. I already know what I'm going to do next time. So that's rather unusual for me, because I rather usually, unless I see something I like on Pinterest or Instagram, and then I thought, I really need to try this, then I just, come up with what I'm going to do when I sit at my desk. Because I look at what I have on my desk. And that's usually what inspires me. So, were you going to be glued? Yeah, you're going to be glued completely. Like this. Yeah. Wet wipe. Not so wet, not so wipe now. Up. Yeah. So, that was number one. And that's on the floor. I need to go check where the dogs are. They're not making any noise. And that is rather strange. We have our E, we have our A. Now we need the U. What did I do with the U? Am I ever going to find it again? Where is my U? I have another E, another A, and another... No, it's an N. No, it's a U. It is a U. Oof. Oof. Saved. And hadn't it been a U, I would have made it a U. Glue. And where am I going to put you? Just so I know what glue I'm going to put in. So, almost, yeah, I'm going to put you like this. There goes our U. No, they're not, because our U. We said we wanted lace. Sorry. Sorry, sorry. And I really liked that idea. My hands are brown and white and black. So I'm going to do this. Yeah. Oh, water. There we go. We have a lovely little cluster. Water cluster. Putting you there. And then while looking at my box, I found this card, which is quite nice. And if I didn't know better, I would have said there was a spada game, but I don't think so. Because these are swords, which in Italian are called spada, and we have a game called spada. Spada, which I used to play with my other grandfather. Can't even remember the rules now. Yeah, maybe it's him who taught me, maybe it's my mom, I can't remember. I didn't play it often, just during the summer with him, because he was playing cards all day long. He was supposedly working as independently. He was importing, exporting things between Italy and Sicily and Tunisia, because my family lived in Tunisia at the time of my great-grandparents. And then they had a business, my grandfather and his two brothers. They were making chemical, not pesticides, fertilizers. And then when Tunisia became independent, well, that's why my Italian family spoke French as well, because French was spoken in Tunisia. And his company got repossessed by the state. And he was a very, well, technically, had he not been my grandfather, I would tell he was a bit of a person you wouldn't want to mix with, because he was, yeah. Let's say he fought during the Second World War in Italy, but not on the right side, let's put it that way. And yeah, so he got very unhappy. He left Tunisia. A friend of him found him a job in an Italian bank, and he thought it was beneath him, so he resigned. He opened his company and was never ever able to make a living out of it. So my parents, and I think my aunt, but not as much, had to contribute to his living expenses. And without them, he would not have been able to live. And so he said, he had his company and was presumably working, but didn't make a living. So he had lots of time on his hands, and he was addicted to playing solitary all day long. Don't know what I'm doing. No clue. But it is a cluster, for sure. Just looking for things we have here. Let's make it completely nonsense. Yes, I like that. Oh yeah, and he was an alcoholic as well. Forgot to mention this. He started drinking whiskey at 10 in the morning. So he had his glass on his desk and his set of cards. And lots of things that I adored when I was a little girl. He had a fake plastic spider, or mushy. God, did I play with this a lot. He had a typewriting machine, an electric one, which I was allowed to play with sometimes. What did he had another thing on his desk which I liked to play with. Can't remember what it was. And I could glue his postal stamps, and this I've told you already, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No. I can't remember why I wanted to use this one. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I need something else. Who knows? Let's see. If I do this, and I do this. No, I wanted to do this. That I remember. And this. I can put a Brad here. And I think somehow I had this. Let's just glue that one. Yeah, he was a weird grandfather, but I loved him a lot. And I saw him with so many women, different women. I remember Mena. Mena, she worked for Loris Azzaro in Rome. And I remember going in the shop of Loris Azzaro I don't remember meeting Loris and Zara, but apparently I did. And I was gifted a red piece of boa. I was so happy. The feathers were so beautiful. I've kept it for 30 years, I think, 40 maybe. Then probably once I let my daughters play with it, and then, you know, it was gone. But no regrets. That's life. Pokey tool, pokey tool. So you. So one of you. And then we have no clue how, but he met a woman from around here, from Nancy. She was called André. She was she was nice, but how can I say? How do you say? Bland? Well, not fascinating personality. And she used to buy me this jumpers that would go up to your throat, and they were very thin, and you would put them under other clothes, and some house shoes. We call them mules, so they have a little tiny heel, and they were made of something like looked like suede but wasn't, and they were opened so you could see your toes, and just before your toes you had a big like pom-pom of feathers. And I was a little girl, and I enjoyed the feathers, not so much the heels, but the feathers. But I didn't quite understand why I was getting these. And she used to, in Nancy, they make bergamote. That's a plant, and they make sweets with them. And she would always bring them. That I liked very much. But I had no sort of affection for her. She was not my grandmother. She was not behaving like a grandmother, which was fine. I mean, it's not something that I hold against her by all means. But, you know, there was nothing, not a real relation. Then he met, who did he meet? Yole. Oh, she was completely crazy. But so much fun. So much fun. Jealous, with a bad temper. But I had so much fun with her. And she did act like a grandmother with us, at least with me. And I loved her. She used to take me to have a coffee down the road every morning. We would go to the little bar, and she would have her espresso, and I would have something else probably. And I loved her. We went to the beach, to her house. She had a house. Up or down, up or down, up or down. Let's do up. And yeah, she was a lot of fun. And then they quarreled. And she lived in his building, so that was quite convenient. But no, they broke up. And then, at 80, he got married to a lady again. No clue how he met her. My God. He would have been better off breaking a leg on that day. She was the most stupid woman I've ever met. I can't say any positive things about her. My God. Georgette. Yeah, a mystery to me. And he divorced her. He was over 80. Or just before 80. Thank God. Then he left Rome and went to Sicily, to Palermo, to live with his sister. And he died there. And it's funny because we didn't call it, nobody called him, my mother's never called him Papa or Bambon. She's always called him Roland, which was his name. And so have I. I've never called him Granddad or whatever. He was just Roland. I didn't ink my card. Do you see that now? That's a bit of a shame. Can we do something about it? We can certainly try. There we go. We have a very eclectic cluster. I know why I'm saying this, actually. Cluster. Cluster is because I watched again yesterday the movie that I've watched about 100 times in my life, which is Little Big Man with Dustin Hoffman. It still makes me cry so much. Yeah, I think this should be shown a lot more. But yeah, so I think we've made our last cluster, ladies and fellows, if there are any. I know there's one for sure. And yeah, I think we're done for the day. So let me sort of push things around, and we'll see what we've done. Today was all about cluster mass make, I would say, because we've made a lot. So we made this with a thread holder. Oh, I could have put an eyelid here. Maybe I will. Good idea. It's really, really cute. I'm very happy I found a use for this because I have lots of them. We made this from a piece of envelope, and you can glue it on a page, and then you also have a little hidden space to write. Really love that. We made this with a card from a game, die cut, weird button, which I really like, a piece from a game, and a piece of cloth for fabric. My cow, I love it. So just from a clothes tag, price tag, and we made of this. Very cute. We've made something with something that, you know, it's a Jalema clip label that I was gifted by Margaret. We've made a huge cluster. I really, really like it. Gonna make more of this for sure. This is the last one we made with lots of different things. I think it's the most eclectic one, and I really, really like it. I love the brad. Very, very cute lady. We've made this with a puzzle piece, and we wrote water, so O in French, with a piece of lace and eyelets. Really cool. We made this one again with a piece of a game, with a paper flower, lace, a piece of fabric jeans, and a piece of masterboard. Then we made this with a little card from a digital. We used lots of things, a card, 2 playing cards actually, different games, labels, and a fussy cut of a bird. So how many are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we can call it a mass make. Anyway, thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it making it. And well, I guess I will see you then on, what day are we? We're Thursday? We're Thursday. I guess I will see you on Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye.